each episode, I want the audience to feel like they're gonna like rise up and then go down like roller coaster.
That is what it felt like. Oh my God. Hi, everyone. This is Stephanie from K-Love with Stephanie. And today we are sitting down with Anna Sorn, director, writer of Till the World Ends, a Thai BL drama that just finished airing. We saw it if you were an international fan on YouTube, and it had 10 episodes. And it was quite a wild ride. So we are here to dive in and dissect it. And thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited too. The fact is Tudor is just completely finished, and I'm still excited. When I gonna talk about Tudor ends because it's such a my baby. Like I grew this since I was like 10 years old. I believe. Yeah. I really want to make this project. Yeah.
Well, when did you start writing this?
I started writing this on September 6th last year, but I have the idea about making the series like 10 years old because at that time people said that in the year of 2000 the world is gonna end,
I remember.
and I was freaked out. I was so scared, and then
Wow.
I remember like when 2000 was gonna come. I was telling everyone that I love them. Like I tell my friend, I told I told my mom and my dad because I'm prepared to die because I thought the world is not going to end. And then yeah, and that time I realized that time is very important. Time have value, and it's stuck in my head all the time that I need to use the time whenever I can and make it value as much as possible.
โลกจะแตกอยู่แล้วนะ ชอบก็ให้บอก รักก็ให้พูด อย่ามัวรอเวลาอยู่เลย เวลาน่ะ มันไม่รอเราหรอกนะ
I got that idea and I created To the World Ends, which is I myself I love slasher films. I love like Wes Cravens. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Scream is my favorite. Yeah, I got inspired from those kind of films a lot. Yeah.
So you started writing in September, and when did you start shooting?
I'm start shooting on February 6th, 2022. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
So, okay, so here's my magic question. Why 13 days?
Because 13 is like my lucky number, I believe. Actually, my lucky number is 23. So if you watch the series, so the world is gonna end at May 20, 23rd, 2000, yeah, 2023, something like that.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So I like number 3 because my whole family was born on number 3. Like my mom was born in May 13. My sister was born in March 3. My dad was born in March 30. I was born in May 23rd. So I was like everyone 3. So yeah, everything have a 3 because for continue, because sometimes when we shot the clock and stuff like that, and I have to make sure it's on number 23 all the time for continuing.
That is so cool. That is brilliant because the time of this 13 days created a lot of tension, right? So like between the characters, every single decision they made was so monumental.
It's very violent. The series itself, people are really shocked about because like if you see the BL in the market, Suitable is kind of pretty different, I think. Yeah, and it's really like
this is what's amazing about it is because it's not a typical BL drama, but then you still have so much romance and love. Like you had such a very nice balance of like sci-fi and thriller and romance. How did you write such a good balance and get inspired to write it differently, but then still have those elements?
You know, when before I wrote To the World Ends, I was writing the roller coaster map, and each episode I want the audience to feel like they're gonna like rise up and then go down like roller coaster.
That's what it felt like. Oh my god.
I was doing like that. If I can show you, it's gonna be very funny. When it's romantic part, it's very romantic. When it's like scary part, I want to make sure that people can scream out loud. And
I literally felt like I was on one of those roller coasters where they take you like so high up into space and then they just drop you. And my stomach would drop. I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, because I saw lots of comments, lots of fans like they just turn it down since episode 3 when Goff stabbed Mike on the neck and everyone like shocked and they just gave up like, this is not BL, this is so scary and stuff like.
ปล่อยดีเดี๋ยวจะแทงลูกตาออกมาก่อนจะไม่มีการฆ่ากันอีกแล้วเลิกฆ่ากันสักคืนเถอะขอร้องเข้าใจปะขอร้อง
But I enjoy it. I mean, I have like 100% full creativity of myself, you know, like
the vibe that I got was that it was like very Quentin Tarantino. Do you know him?
Yeah, I love Quentin Tarantino, like especially the eye scene. I got big inspired from him because I knew one of my friend who have blind one eye and he protected his eyes, like no one can touch his eye. He have to because he have only one eye. If that happened to him, like he loses another eye, it's gonna be like so crazy, so sad. And the way that in Joke and Long Life, both of them is very sad. I wrote it, I was crying while I wrote it. Even I directed crying like a baby. I was like, oh my god, why so sad?
And you know, it's interesting because even though they were the bad guys, I found myself really in love with their love. Romance scenes. Like I was like, I know I'm not supposed to love them, but they're so cute together.
เข้าไปไหนนะขอบคุณนะขอบคุณเรื่องที่ยอมรับในตัวตนของเราไง
And so in love, and they just wanted to be together, but like they wanted to kill all these people on the way. And then by the end of the last episode, oh my god, I was crying so much, and Joke lost his other eye. That was so sad. It was so sad.
Yeah, you know, I try to make my character not perfect. I believe that people make stupid decision all the time. You know, we learn every single day. Especially like Goff, you know, the main character was smashed our head with the guitar on the first episode. People were like, what the fuck, you know? I'm sorry I said fuck, but yeah.
No, that's okay. Go right
like
ahead.
yeah, people were so shocked and like people were like, for me.
This was so these were some really these are things I loved about this drama series, right? Because everything was so polarized and there was no right or wrong because every character knew that they were about to die. So if you have a certain way that your parents brought you up in your environment, you know right from wrong. But then in this situation, it cannot apply because then the question is, well, you're about to die. Like, how do you want to live your last few days? So you don't
Yeah.
have time for right or wrong. And it really seemed like it came down to, well, what's going to make you happy? It was such an individual choice. Because I found myself asking, like, at every turn, the ethical, the morality, like, would I do that? What would I do? What would I do here? Could I do that? And there was no right answer because you don't know unless you're in that situation.
Most of BL series is not talking about politics. I was talking about a lot of politics issue in the series, and it's got banned on free TV as well. And I don't really care. And like cis men got HIV and stuff like that, and living like normal people. And I want to put that message to the people and the refugee at the episode 10. You know, like the
From
Muslim woman,
Afghanistan.
yeah, stuff like that. I just try to speak my mind because we're not allowed to say these things in my country. So I was put in the series then.
So is it
Yeah.
okay then to say it in the series? It's fine.
It's on the free TV. I have to cut it off in many parts. Yeah, but on the YouTube version, I just put it. I don't know they're gonna go catch me or not, but bring it. I mean, I don't care.
Internationally, anything goes. So we're used to it. You can say anything here. In America, you could say anything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was in Montana for 2 years,
Oh,
and yeah, before I went to the US, I was watching too many Hollywood films. I thought it's gonna be like LA, like New York and everything. But when I land to Montana, I was like, where is the building? Why is the mountain? Why I have to